Quit your job, everyone.
What? Wait till the end of the video and
Quit your job. Korean dream, always. Go for a good uni, which I didn't make it. Go for a good company, which I didn't make it. I ate ramen and rice and the egg. That's the only thing that I ate for 3 months. What am I good at? What do I want to do? There must be a thing that I like to do. I change myself to survive. Don't make other people make decisions, because then you'll blame them. You have to blame yourself. Regret it, blame yourself, learn a lesson for all.
Hello people and welcome to another episode of DiveThru. In this special episode we have...
ALO!
ALO! ALO, ALO!
ALO, ALO.
Many of you probably have seen him, like all over social media and stuff, but can you introduce yourself briefly?
Okay, I love this.
Who are you and why are you here?
This is my house.
That is
Why are
true.
you here?
This is your setup.
So my name is ALO. I do a lot of videos talking about Korea. So my main subject is Korea. I do house tours, I do hotel tours, I do food tours. I just like making videos.
Oh, interesting. So actually, like how this came to be, we didn't actually meet in Korea. Yeah, we first met in Germany. In Berlin.
Alexanderplatz.
In the random burger spot in the middle of the night. It wasn't shady though, it was just because we both had stuff to do. I didn't even live in Berlin. I was traveling for a weekend trip to visit friends in Berlin. He was visiting Berlin for work. And we were like, oh, would be cool if we could meet, because we were like connected online, just following on Instagram. And then so that was the only time we could meet, and we did. That was in December 2022. So we've known each other for 2 years. I never thought we would meet again in Korea as I'm living here.
I know, this is crazy.
So that's why.
That's why you have to be nice to everyone.
Yeah, you'll never know if you're gonna meet people again. But why I actually have him here in DiveThru is because I find your life story interesting. Not just as a content creator, because I know some things about you that you've shared, but I think you were also an engineer, but now you're a content creator. I used to be an engineer, now I'm a content creator, so I'm like, okay, what's his story? Like, how did you get to this point? And you're also doing a lot of other things now, right? I really want to get to like how that all happened.
Ask me a question.
I will. We can go back, way back in the beginning. So let's go back to your background. So you took engineering.
Yeah, I did.
And then were you working, like how was your early career life?
Oh, okay. So it was different. So I took the electronic engineering. So the backstory is that I went to US when I was 5 years old.
Oh.
For a trip.
Oh.
For 3 months.
Okay.
And that time I went to a aerospace museum.
Okay.
Like a rocket or satellite. Ever since I saw that, I was like so into it.
Ah, that's how you got interested in engineering.
Yeah. I was always like writing, what's your dream job? I want to be a scientist, I want to be an engineer. From the age of 5 until 19, like before I graduated high school.
Okay.
And then I was thinking, should I go for aerospace engineering? But then it's like too narrow, it's like too niche. So I chose electronic engineering. And the first day that I was in, I know that I was F up. I'm not friendly with the numbers.
Oh.
I see people programming, talking to PC like their girlfriend or boyfriend. When I see them, they're my nemesis. What are you talking about? I don't understand you. So,
I totally relate to that.
I can. We're in the
wrong place. Like all my classmates were like, they were in love with programming.
I know.
Or some really like cars, and I'm just like, I think creating stuff is cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It moves.
Difference is I was good at math.
Oh.
In the beginning, and then uni happened and I wasn't good at math.
So, I turned my route into some different place because I know that there's so many people good at programming and like being engineer, but they're not good at speech. They're not good at like negotiating stuff.
Okay.
So by end of the year, like before I finish my university, I choose my career as a salesman.
Sales engineering then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like thinking, what am I good at? Okay, I'm not good at engineering, but I love talking, I love persuading, but I'm also interested in like devices and I'm good at explaining. What's the best job for me? So I started my career as a salesman.
Sales engineering, okay.
Yeah, sales engineer.
So you start working after graduation?
Yeah. And that was a problem. I was there, it was my first job. I was in the like bottom of the salesman. Salesman?
Salesman? Yeah.
Salesman. I was in the
Salesperson.
bottom. So the problem was, it was during the time, the bad virus time.
You can say COVID.
Is it? It's
It
not
was.
censoring anymore?
Was it ever censored?
Oh, that's what I heard.
Oh,
The pandemic.
it was
Yeah.
during the pandemic.
It was during the pandemic, and then I was looking for like an order or like businesses. Like we're going to start
Customers?
business. Yeah, customers, when they give me like, oh, I need this and I need this and I need this in like 6 months or like 3 months. When I ordered the stuff, they say ETA is like 2 years later. What am I supposed to do?
It's never gonna come. Yeah, okay.
And they need it in 3 months. So what am I supposed to do? So I went to work. My boss doesn't have a job. My company don't even have a job. They do the maintaining, the server and everything. There's nothing that I can do. I go there, drink coffee, I have chit chat with my colleague. That's all I did.
How long have you been working in that job?
Only 8 months.
Only 8 months, okay.
So like I can't stand it. Company didn't force me at all. Company was like, oh yeah, come here, enjoy it. And then I'll just pay you. And I don't know where they get the money from, but okay. But I was the one who was feeling like empty. I was the one who's not fulfilled by the job. And then it was very important. There was a moment. My boss was scouted from a different company. My boss worked here for 10 years in this industry. So if I'm seeing myself after 10 years, my boss is me. 10 years. He still like drink from until 4 a.m., 5 a.m. because of the business.
Sales, because you
Yeah,
have to keep
sales.
entertaining customers
Yeah.
and like
They
taking
go
them places.
go to 노래방 and then do stuff like, oh, that's not my job. I can't stand that. That's not my standard. I just can't do that. So seeing myself after 10 years, that's not happening. And he was very, very famous in that industry. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to quit my job.
Wow.
I had zero plans. But yeah, it was really hard. I hesitated. I talked to my colleague. Like, hey, I think I'm going to quit. And my friends, my colleague were making fun of me. Oh, look at ALO. He's gonna go. Like he's not gonna stay here. And just one day I was like, boss, I want to quit.
Oh my god.
I did that.
I think everyone was surprised.
Everyone was surprised. Like, yeah.
Well, it was still during the pandemic as well.
It was during the pandemic. I still remember it was
What kind of crazy person quits
right.
their job during the
the
pandemic?
when they still pays you, right?
And they can't find another job or don't have another job yet, you know? Well,
Maybe I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, maybe.
And I saw my boss. He was married. He had kid.
Because you have a lot of responsibilities
Yeah.
already.
I mean, yeah. So I'm still young. I don't have a baby.
Yeah.
I don't have a car. Maybe it's time to take a risk. And what's the worst things can happen? Going back to my parents' house? I can do that. I've done that for like 25 years.
Okay.
I'm good at it.
You're good at staying at your parents' house, yeah.
What's the bad thing? I don't have a dad. I'm not gonna make like a really crazy business. So. Quit your job, everyone.
What? Wait till the end of the video on this.
Quit your job. If you don't like it, don't do it. Do something makes you happy. I know it sounds easy, but when you get older, it's going to be hard.
So you quit your job?
I quit my job, yeah.
What happened then? Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
need money.
I need money, so I calculated. So I had savings. Before I was working in a corporate job, I worked in a convenience store and everything. So I had savings. So I calculated it, and then I was like, okay, I eat ramen for like 3 times. I literally did for 3 months. I ate ramen and rice and the egg. That's the only thing that I ate for 3 months. I was wondering, I never left my house because I don't want to take a subway. I just walk and stay in my house, getting depressed.
Oh, shit.
And then I did that for 3 months. What am I good at? What do I want to do? There must be a thing that I like to do. And for the 8 months of my career, I listened Steve Jobs, Stanford.
The graduation speech,
Yeah,
I think?
graduation. I listened for 8 months every day. When I was going home, when I was going work, I listened every day. And then he said, connecting dots. Steve Jobs said that, connecting dots. So for 3 months, I started to write a diary. Like it's called a morning page. Do that. I wrote it.
Watch the video, I think then you can have an idea of what he's talking about.
I wrote it for 2 years. Every day I wake up and then I wrote, like talking to myself. What am I good at? Why did you quit? Like what you're gonna do?
So like journaling basically.
Journaling, yeah. Like so I can connect dots. oh, this is what I like to do. This is what I like to do. This is what I like to do. I'm seeing stuff. So for example, I love jokes. I love when people laugh. Like it's fun. It's happy. I love when I share information. And I love being on the camera. And I'm good at English and I'm good at Korean. Voila. That's why I started contents. That took 4 months.
4 months since you quit your job?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then began your content era.
Content era.
So in the beginning, what kind of videos did you make? Because I remember seeing your video like pop up, because I think around that time that you started making videos, that was also the time I started making videos.
True.
And also I started having interest in Korean content and like K-pop and things like that. So you popped up as well. I remember, I think the first video I saw was like, in Korea we don't say blah blah, we say blah blah blah. So it's like that kind of simple videos. That's what I remember.
You know, like start like simple stuff. You know, we always start with the simple stuff. So I was like thinking, okay, Instagram is good. People use it a lot, and K-pop is a thing. K-drama is a thing. But people want to learn Korean, so I gave them a real Korean that Korean people use. Not like a 사과 for apple, like pear for pear. Not like that. Like 찐. It's like legit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
네, 와 이거 진짜 찐이다 진짜. We still use it. 찐. Like 진짜 but short. 찐.
Ah, 찐.
Like that. I teach it like that, and then I didn't make a video. I posted like a post, Instagram post.
Oh.
And then I record my voice. 찐. 야 이거 찐이다. Like that. And people started to like it. And I was like, okay, maybe it's time for me to show off, like show myself. And then I just pop up, and then hi, 찐. I did that. I started teaching Koreans. And then I'm really good at doing something for a long time. As you can see, I quit my job after 8 months, not even a year. And then I was like, oh, you know what? This is funny, but I can do it better. At that time, there was a thing in Germany we don't say.
Oh, Liam Carpenter.
Yeah. I saw that. I'm like, oh, I should do that too. So I did that. Oh, and then I get followers like that.
Oh. So what was your first viral video? Or the video that wasn't like super viral, but like the one that, you know, popped off? Or was it more stable? I think there should be like one viral moment.
Oh, okay. So in Korea, we don't say, it was like a very like stable. But there was a time that I was getting bored with this. In Korea, we don't say it. So I moved to a Korean joke, like a little skit, but like a joke. That got really viral. You know, I think I can, you know, make fun of my country. You know, like make fun of my culture. I can do it. And I'm Korean.
Because you're Korean, it's fine if you do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I did that. I started to make that.
And then, like, how's the finances? Because you were almost out of money in that 6 months.
That's when I start doing the live streaming.
Oh.
You see that bag? That's the delivery bag.
Okay, what was that? Like, what did you do?
So I was like running out of the money, so I had to do something. So I went out. I did the delivery with walking.
I remember watching that.
That was so fun. I still want to do that.
You can go do that.
I want to do that.
Okay.
I did that. I hold my camera like a gimbal, and I walk, and then I
like
did
TikTok live.
TikTok.
Okay.
I had a lot of viewers.
Yeah.
Minimum like 500.
Oh.
Maximum like 2,000.
Just watching you deliver food.
Yeah, but it's a tip. I'm just gonna give you why that live was so worked well.
Yeah.
First, they have a goal. They're curious what food I'm gonna get next.
Okay.
They're curious how much I'm going to make money after I deliver this food. That's fun. And then I get tired, and number 4, I don't know what story, they pity me. Because I'm doing this, I was doing this during the summer, winter, I did it for like a whole year.
You did it for a year? Every day or like?
Oh yeah, every day. I did it every day.
The consistency though.
Consistency is the key. People say like, everyone say that, but that's really the key.
That's true. Especially for content.
It is.
Wow, you did it for a year.
I did it for a year.
Did you earn money from the delivery?
Yeah, guess how much I make with one delivery.
One delivery?
It takes 30 minutes.
30 minutes. If I order food, normally it's only, I don't know, 2,000? 3,000 won?
I get paid like 2,000 won.
Whoa.
But it was fun. I get gifts from TikTok.
And that's the one actually getting you the money, not the delivery.
Yeah. I mean, it's like double. So I work smart. We're engineer. We know efficiency. We're engineer in deep deeply.
Deep down, we calculate a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's true, that's true.
That's what I did, and then I started to get ads from skits. Not
sponsors?
Many, yeah, sponsors. Yeah. So I did that. So finally, it was okay. I can maintain my live insult.
Okay, okay,
I can do
okay.
that. And then I moved to street.
Street interviews.
You changed me.
Oh no, before that you were doing food.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Food first. I'm sorry. There's so
Like,
many.
honestly, like he's one of the creators I've met who's changed niche so many times.
It was education.
Education, skits,
Skits. And like
food, like
travel.
food reviews, like restaurants, like where do you like going, and then street interview, and then travel, and now hotel, and like
Passport.
every time I meet him, like every
He's
3 months,
different.
it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing this now. I'm like, what?
But I think it works well.
If it works for you, then why not?
And it's still me. The main character hasn't changed.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So I did food.
Yeah.
Food. Because I think people love to watch food. And it's really hard to find a good restaurants in Korea because it's written all in Korean.
Like
For-
local food, local
Yeah,
food.
for foreigner, it's really hard to find it. I mean, you guys can find it in TikTok, Instagram. Come on. It's already popular. You don't want that.
You want the authentic, like locals only.
Buy my map, okay? I have. You can buy my map. It's not ready, but it's gonna release soon, okay?
It's probably out by the time this video is out.
Yeah.
It'll take a while.
Yeah. So I did that. That was working so well. I started to put stories. Do you know why I put stories and then making the video longer than skit?
Why?
Because skit, I can promote the products that the company wants. Like if I get the campaign, it's really hard to sell it.
Yeah.
But if I started to talk, if I started to make a story, it's so easy. So easy.
So you got a lot of sponsorships from that.
Oh, food? Yes, a lot.
Oh really?
Yeah, food it works well.
Then why did you stop?
I'm not a foodie. It takes too many times. Like I need to do the street interview, I need to go eat food, so I'm filming twice, and I need to write a script, and I need to edit.
It was too much effort for the results for
Yeah,
you?
because
Okay.
that time I was working by myself, so like one video could take like 3 to 4 days to edit. It was hard, but it was fun. I loved it. I still have like 50 videos that I haven't edited for the What's Your Favorite Restaurant.
Why?
I just cannot write the script.
Because you need the narration, the story over it. That's the hard part.
So like if you see my account someday, I'll like the food video will pop up again.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So after food, you switched to
Street interview. You influenced me with that.
This is pretty recent. No, it's not. It's been.
It's been a year.
I have been here for a year. How come? Like, why? What did I do at the time?
You interviewed me.
I did the video with you,
Yeah.
and
You interviewed me. I'm like, oh. I was like, oh, okay. I should go out. And I did it. And there's goes another story.
okay.
I'm not good with making connections or having a conversation with another people.
Really?
I'm bad. I'm really bad. But
This is working.
I change myself to survive.
Okay.
So on the first day for the street interview, I went to Myeongdong.
Oh,
9% of the people in Myeongdong are
tourists. Yeah.
I went there. I was there for 7 hours and I interviewed 0.
Why?
I just cannot start a conversation.
I get it. No, it's really intimidating.
hard, yeah.
I tried once, like it wasn't even for my street interview. My friend was doing a project.
Yeah.
So like I was going with her, and to just say the first word of like, "Excuse me, would you take?" It's like, oh my gosh, I
It's
couldn't.
terrifying.
That's why when I saw you do so many, I'm like, how? So that was Myeongdong.
That was Myeongdong. So first day Myeongdong, I went for 7 hours. I still remember. I have the video. I couldn't film anything. I was like keep talking to myself. Hello. Before you go home, let's just do one video. Just one video. Let's do it. I couldn't do it. I was like so disappointed at myself.
Wow.
The next day, I went to Sincheon.
Sincheon is near Hongdae.
Sincheon. They have a lot of foreigners also, foreign students. I went there. After staying there for 4 hours, I did my first interview. So it took 11 hours for me to interview one person. And ever since that, I was like still intimidated. It was terrifying to ask.
And then you started getting used to it.
I started getting used to it.
Because I feel like the last time I asked you, you were like, yeah, I go for one day and I can get 20 interviews or something like that.
No, I do that. No, I do that.
You're still doing that now?
No.
How often are you going to?
I used to go every week, but I have like 50 videos that I haven't edited, so I don't need to go nowadays.
You can just finish your stock first.
Stock first. So yeah,
Wow.
but every week I went there. And I'm here. Now I'm doing the house tour, hotel tour. I think that's way better.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
But now, other than content, you're also having other side projects.
No.
Why? Just because you like exploring things, or content is not enough, it's getting boring, or what?
Because I can't do the same thing for a long time. I need to do something else. I think it's just bad things, but I like to do that.
I see.
I have a lot of jobs.
What are you doing now?
So I have a second account. So this is my account. Daily Dose of Korean. I have the second account. ALO the Pineapple. I'm going to be an influencer. I'm going to be like, oh, this water is good, and then I get paid for it. I'm doing that for this second account.
Are you already getting paid?
No, I'm not.
Oh, not yet.
That's what I wish for.
You want to get paid like that.
So Daily Dose of Korean is like a content. This is ALO life. How I grow, what do I do?
So like lifestyle. It's like you're the content. Okay.
I want to do that. I want to be the famous Korean guy that people follow. But this one, I am still going to do the content. So I do that, and then I do the tour conductor. I'm working as a tour conductor. So I
Tour guide?
Similar to tour guide, but I'm not guiding. I'm just counting their heads. Like 1, 2, 3,
Counting their heads.
They're good. We can go.
Oh.
Or like, Ajumma, please. We have to hurry. Let's go, Ajumma. I do that.
But for that, you traveled to Germany and like, where have you traveled?
The first time that I met was my first time in Europe. It was my first time in Germany.
And it was your first trip as well.
Yeah, that was the first time. So I went to Germany, and then I went to Czech Republic. I've been there for 3 times. Feels like home.
Feels like home.
And then I went to Italy this year. Oh,
food.
Oh, and then also this year I'm going Turkey.
Still at the end of the year?
I'm going Germany in December.
So and you also just went to Jeju-do, and you're gonna go to Japan in a few hours.
Yeah. But hey, I'm getting paid really low. Okay. I'm getting paid less than a minimum wage. Okay?
Oh, it's just for the free trip then. But also you're filming content wherever you're going.
I mean, that's because that's what I'm doing it. I mean, for every other worker, they get paid the same. I mean, for me, I go there for fun. Like, I make content. For me, it's good. For them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I do. And also, I'm owning another business. It's called Lingoco. It's a service that you can get words from WhatsApp, because I know that you guys don't open Duolingo, so we send you words directly to your messenger. I'm doing that, and I'm also gonna do this, selling the map, as I mentioned.
But I want to ask you some some thought processes, or in those transitional periods, especially when you first moved from a stable office job to I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Like, how did your family react?
Oh, yeah, that's a funny story. I didn't tell my mom for a year.
That you quit your job?
Oh, I know my mom. My Korean mom will be like, oh, I'm gonna pay you for the studies. I'm gonna pay you for the house. I'm gonna help you for that.
That's why you didn't say. Not because she was gonna be angry.
Yeah, not because she's going to be angry, but she's gonna force me to study, and then she want me to get a government job. So I know I push myself in the cliff. I always want to push myself in the cliff. Then I know I can fly. But if I talk about this to my mom will make a bridge for me. It's going to be very easy life for me.
Because of course, like, parents want to protect kids.
Of course. So I talked to my dad the day that I quit my job, and I tell my dad that, Dad, please don't tell this to my dad.
Oh, your dad knew.
So my dad kept the secret for a year.
It's a guy-to-guy thing.
Yeah, he kept the secret.
Wow. But like, how was it when she found out? Like, when you told her finally?
Exactly the same reaction that I was expecting. I was doing okay after a year. Financially okay, like stable. My mom was like, but I want you to be very stable. What about the government job? It's good, you know, you get paid well. It's hard. You can study. I will support you. I'm going to do what I want to do. For the time that she knew, and then for a year, she said that. She was like, keep telling me. If she calls me, but I'm like stable. Don't tell your mom. Don't tell your dad. Just do whatever you want to do. It's your life. I know your parents raised you. Just love them, but don't make them make decisions for you. You know you the best.
Is it culturally acceptable or like socially acceptable in Korea for people to like do their own business?
Not here. Korea,
The Korean dream.
the Korean dream always go for a good uni, which I didn't make it. Go for a good company, which I didn't make it. Go for like work in the same company for 4 years, get a car, get a house, get married, get kids, blah blah blah. Like and you like goes on. I did the click. I'm not going. I don't know where I'm going, but it's fun. You know? It's fun. I like it. Do whatever you want. Okay, just quit your job and then whatever you want, just do it. And then make a decision and regret it, and you learn the lesson and you grow. I know it sounds like stupid. I know you heard this a lot in the internet. It works.
I was about to ask you like for some advice you would give to the viewers, but you're already answering that, so that's good. So final question.
Oh yes.
Is there anything you would change from your decisions or like, you could have done this better or something you regret or any point in life?
Yes. Same thing, but during the high school, I wasn't good at math. I wasn't good at like school studies. But I know that I was good at like skills with my hands, like fixing stuff. I always break TV down and then I fix it. When I was a kid. Everything I did, remote controller, my phone. I know what I was good at. And then when I was choosing the high school, I could choose the mechanical high school or just a regular high school. But people judge mechanical high school.
Because it's like not the proper high school. Right?
I told you, like they go for the corporate job and then they work in the desk. I didn't like it. I want to be an engineer, not like I want to like I want to be
practical, like
practical
hands-on engineering.
I'm happy with that. I love that. But my parents, my teacher, stopped me because I was a smart student during the middle school. I was like a top 10 out of like 400 people. That was good. That's good. So if that person is good at studying, why would anyone send them to engineering school, right? Because this was treated as a bad or like a bullies
it's
or
like
a
trade school, right?
Yeah, but I wanted that, and I'm so regretting that I didn't choose this because of my parents and my teacher. My life could be like whole different. I could build a rocket with Elon Musk right now. If I'm thinking the point, this would be really a different. This time, the middle school. So that's what I'm saying. Just do whatever you want and regret. Don't make your other people make decisions because then you'll blame them. You have to blame yourself. Regret it, blame yourself, learn a lesson for all.
So bonus, future, what do you see in a few years?
Oh, that's a good one.
Or you don't know because you're going to try so many different things.
No, I know, I see. I'm going to build a really good company. I'm going to, because I know content creating is hard. So I kind of stopped making content, but I'm journaling. Like if you see my videos lately, I don't put a lot of effort. I eat potato bread.
But it makes me want to try the potato bread.
I know, exactly. I don't want to put a lot of effort. I just want to be chill. And then if people likes me, then it likes me. But I'm not going to make this, I don't want to be like a Mr. Beast. I don't want to be like a 10 million followers. I'm just, this is okay level. I'm good. But I want to make a company and then I want to work with people. But I'm thinking like 10 years later, I'm going to be in Seoul and I'm going to be in an apartment and I'm going to be like playing violin. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for sharing. That was your whole life story. I feel like. I think I learned also a lot. Like you're one of the people who aren't afraid to try things and take risks, even if you don't know if it's gonna work. And I think that's really, really admirable. So continue doing that.
Thank you. Just one more thing. Write down. Write it down. Journal, diary, write it down. I write a diary for like, I'm not gonna say, just write it down. If you have thoughts, write it down. You see that goals? That was 2020, 21, 22, 23,
Oh.
24.
I have them too.
You have to,
I don't put them up though.
but you have to see it every day. That's better.
I used to stick them.
Oh yeah, that's good. See? She does that. I do that. Write it down. When you see it, you'll see it.
That's
That's a good one. Oh yeah.
That's a good one to end it.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching. We hope you got a lot of things from this, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!
Does your violin playing still sound like a dying cat at that point?
Still.
And it will be in a Gangnam apartment
be a
while
Gangnam
watching the river. I love it. Hopefully that comes true.
Yeah.